Hey, Jay Marshall here. Let's look at portfolios in Schoology. That's right. Portfolios are really awesome. They provide students with the ability to um, make a collection um, of their work, their favorite work, their most prized possessions, and they can reflect on those achievements as well. So let's get started. So if you go into Schoology and go up to your profile pick at the top, your name, and click it, you can select your profile. Mm. And then go to the left underneath your image and select portfolios. Okay, so let's start with a new portfolio. You could create one huge portfolio for the entire school year, but if you do that, then everything would get put in there. There's no way to create subcategories. So it could be a little bit difficult to navigate. Um, so what I'm going to do is do a portfolio for each of my classes. That's how I'm going to do it. You could do it either way. So here you can type a description, which I won't do just to save time. You can also add a portfolio image. For now, I will just click and it saves automatically. Up here, you can see it saved automatically. So I'll go back to Jason's portfolios, make a new one for my next class, which is going to be, let's do language arts. Oh boy. And this time I can choose an image, but I don't really have anything that would be awesome. So I'm just going to change the colors just to make them look a little different. I'll go back to Jason's portfolios and make one for my geometry class. Oh my gosh, I am like all over the keyboard. This is so embarrassing. We go back to Jason's portfolios and I'll make one more for US history. So I can go to Jason's portfolios here or just to portfolios here. So you'll see I have one for each class. Again, you can do one only and have everything in it, or do separate portfolios for each of your classes. From here forward, here on everything, it'll be the same set of directions. However you decided to set up your portfolio, from here on, it's going to be the same set of directions. So let's get started. I'm going to go into US history. So once again, you can come back here, edit your image, add a description if you'd like. This shows how many items are currently in your portfolio, and this is the publish unpublish we'll talk about later. So for now, let's add some items. You have 4 choices. Assignment submission is going to be any assignments you've submitted in Schoology, you can add them here. With the exception of anything that was a Google Drive or Google Apps assignment. Those will not work. I'll show you a workaround in a little bit. File is to add files that are saved on your desktop or in your downloads folder. Links are exactly that, copying and pasting links. This could be a link to any videos you've made if you have videos that you've created, or links to any Google assignments. So I'll show you an example of that. And then a page. A page is how we can have students type up reflections. So let's start with assignment submissions. So I'm going to dig through my courses and I'm going to go down here to, I went too far, US history. And I only have one assignment, but I will add it. So now what I can do is get in here and you can see there was a description that showed up. I can change that description. I can change this title and I can add a cover image if I want. Look at that. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to get rid of this, for example, just so you can see. This is not a great assignment. It's really actually embarrassing. But you can see that it's kind of embedded into the window here, which is nice. Automatically saves. I'll go back to US history. If I don't like it, I can delete it. Let's add another assignment. Let's say I have a link. That's right, a link. I want to put in a Google assignment. As I said before, Google Drive or Google App assignments will not work here. So I have to go to my Drive and get the shared link. So I'm going to go into my Drive. And I want this one. I want to share this. So what I'm going to do is right-click, get link. So I can go in and I can make sure that I have the shared settings how I want them. Anyone with the link is what I have set can view. I'm going to copy it. So now I can go back to my portfolio, choose link URL, and paste it. Add link. Super. So if I click it, now I see it. Oh yeah, look at this, my favorite assignment. Looking good. It's a Google Doc. It's embedded in the window here. If I want to pop it out and open it into a tab so I can have full screen, I can do that as well. So when I'm back in here, again, I can change this. See, I've run out of character space. I have 0 left. So that's why I cut it off. Anyways, I don't know. Let's just cut this here. I would want to customize that a little bit. And I can get rid of the word copy. Now, one thing I can do also is create a cover image. So if I click this, I can upload an image. So look at that, I have a picture. Look at that. And I'm going to update it. So now I have a cool little cover image. I'm going to go back to US history, and it just looks kind of nice. I like that. Let's go to page. The page is where we can create reflections. It's like a little web page. So I can say Cold War, what was it called? Oh, Cold War and Civil Rights. Okay, reflection. So I can type a description again. Here I have a rich text editor, so I can really make it look how I want it to look, including inserting linked items. I can have this insert content button, allows me to put pictures in or different media, YouTube videos, Google Drive resource, some math features. So I can type my reflection here. This is my reflection, and then I don't want to spend too much time on it, but as you can see, I can do all kinds of great things to the font. Yes, it's exciting. Again, I can also change the cover image. So what if I want to make it have the same image as the actual assignment so it's easier to see that they are actually kind of linked together, right? There's my Google Doc, here's my reflection. That's one way of doing this reflection piece. Okay, let's look at math. Let's say the students are working in illustrative and they don't have the option to download work. One option is to do screenshots. So if they're on a district device, a Chromebook, here are some directions on how to do a screenshot. So you would go down to the bottom and click Quick Settings, which is like the clock down below, and select Screen Capture. Then once you choose Screen Capture, it'll capture the whole screen. You can just have it do a specific part by dragging the little box around the portion you want to select, and then you choose Capture. It's in the middle. After you do that, it saves it to the downloads on the Chromebook. So then you have an image saved. It's a screenshot, and then what they can do is insert it into their portfolio. So that's a workaround. So what I could do is go to File and then find the screenshot, whatever it is. And I don't really have one that I've done, but this is where you would locate it, select it, and then put it in. So they would do that by choosing File. So we've looked at the creation of the portfolio, how to add the 4 items to the portfolio. Now let's look at sharing. If the easiest way is just to click this button. Oh, I'm going to share all of these. Yeah, well, that's great. Here's the deal. You've just published it, so it's live. Anybody in Newport Mesa can find it, even your classmates. So if we don't want that to happen, if we don't want classmates to have access to each other's portfolios, we want to keep it a little bit more locked down, then don't publish. And instead, students will have to click the More button, the 3 dots, and choose Share Portfolio. So once they share portfolio, they get a link. This link now needs to be shared with whomever needs access. So you would select it, you would copy it, and then through the messaging app or through email, however you want to share this link, do so. Then that person or people who have the link have access to the portfolio. Nobody else will. If later on you're like, oh no, I don't want Mr. Jones to have access to this anymore, you select reset link. So look, this link will change. It now changes. It's a new link. So now whoever had the previous link will not have access. You can reshare this link, copy paste it however you see fit. So you would have to do that for each of these little portfolios. That's the deal. So each of these, you'd have to do the 3 dots, share portfolio. So again, it just depends if you want students to be able to see each other's. So those are the 2 ways that you can share your portfolios. You can also delete them, of course, and then at the end of their run in Newport Mesa Unified, if they want to keep this collection of work, they will lose access to Schoology at some point, but they could, before that happens, export it to a zip. So if we export this, it's going to create a zip folder with all their documents in it, and they can take that with them. That's right. They can put it into a Google Drive. They can do whatever they want because it's zipped. It's going to be compressed, and they can easily share that folder. So those are all things portfolios. If you have any questions, please reach out to edtech@nmusd. Take care.